you told us when you played, you paid attention to what? To batting average.
We
right?
did. Yeah, I did.
The Guardians way above league average. They're not hitting home runs or manufacturing runs.
What you do know, there's different ways to win baseball games. Obviously, you can bash people in, but why the Cleveland Guardians have been so successful is they throw a guy out there every night, give himself a chance on the mound, and they don't punch out. So they force you to play fundamentally sound for 9 innings. Eventually, something's going to find a hole, and their pitching staff's able to keep them in check. Okay, so we're sitting there last night. There was so much happening, kind of all happening during the day from that 1 to 7 o'clock hour. The Yankees-Seattle was a great game. We'll get into that.
Series.
Great series. There was a lot of great games, but I'm sitting there last night. We're trying to figure out how do we give Cleveland some run. And I'm talking with our producers, Devin, Mark Capalbo, and they said, wait, late-breaking text from Lauren Shahadi, who we thought was already asleep at 8:30. It was like 10:20.
I know.
That's really late.
Mom was all grown up.
What was your text?
Well, when you go to Cleveland, you got to see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
So she
Hall
said,
of Francona.
Hall of Francona, turning Progressive Field into the Hall of Fame, and he's got some guys, some candidates that have been inducted.
10:20?
Go.
10:20 we came up with this one.
Daddy was
Let's
close.
go, Brendan. Are we ready to do this? Here we go. There's Terry Francona right there in Progressive Field, the Rock and Roll Hall of Francona.
Ooh.
Beastie Boys,
Girls,
you better fight for your right to party.
Yes!
Girls, 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 girls. That's what he's saying right here. Look at him. James Karinchak has been on one recently. 13 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings, punching out 14.5 per 9. Getting emotional right there. So he is definitely not sleeping till Brooklyn. How about the Red Hot Chili Peppers in this lineup? Okay, they are taking opposing pitchers, not to the bridge, they're taking them under the bridge. Oh! They want another soulless squeeze right there. Steven Kwan has been absolutely raking. Jose Ramirez, 283 with 12. Ahmed Rosario, 288 with 7. Jimenez has been phenomenal as well. Starting rotation. You want to stay alive? You got a little night fever, Shane Bieber? Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees with the hairy chest. That's where he was right there. Come on. Unbelievable. Go, Robert. 3-0 and a 1.35 ERA over his last 3 starts. He has been a top 6 pitcher since 2020. That's Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. He's a war pig, is what he is right there. An Iron Man.
Sharon! Sharon!
Black Sabbath's in the Hall. This guy should be in the Hall of Fame for being paranoid. That is unbelievable. And when I get that feeling, what do you need, Robert?
Well, we all need sexual healing.
You're darn right there. Emmanuel Class C. He's saying to the opposing team, let's get it on. Because they can't touch his 98-mile-an-hour cutter and the breaking stuff. So they bring a lot to the table. There's some Hall of Famers in Progressive Field in the Rock and Roll Hall of Francona. Nice job. Nice late get, Lauren.
Yes.
Nice late get. Brendan, Claudia. We had some, it's not easy to get some clearance on some of these stuff.
You gotta go through the
We're
proper
trying to
channels to make sure that you don't get sued. Because
Sued? Really? Is that it?
I mean, that's what I've been told. Yeah, you have to be very
Smashing
careful.
Pumpkins, not in the Rock and Roll Hall.
Smashing Pumpkins should be in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.